Hey, YouTube! Yeah, worked out another way of playing the Kraken. Ha! Yeah, so actually I just noticed on this, it's actually got the forearm chamfer on it, which it now seems very obvious. I don't know if I've never noticed that before. But it kind of comes at a funny angle. It kind of, so it's still, that's why it still feels like a telly, because it's kind of, you know, you'd expect it to kind of come in here. I kind of like it like that. Anyhow, so I've been using my wee Temu rat pedal. Was it £1.82 or £1.86? Ended up paying for it. A dolamo. Well, this is the fuzz one, but if you imagine the one that's on buzzing just now is the same as that, apart from it's jobby brown and it's got a switch on it, but it looks the same. So this I think's going back on my pedal board. I'll see how I got on with it. It's very bright. So basically I've just been using it instead of my rat pedal, but I'm moving things about a little bit. So I've taken out the rusty fuzz, because I never really used that. And the El Cambo might be going back in again, because the two of them fitted in the same place as the real rat. So I'm going to see, is it actually worthwhile? I was under the impression the two of them sounded the same. I remember doing one of my, I haven't seen it, I haven't been notified about it recently, but I used to get a lot of hits for the Mosky Rat versus the original Rat. I think it's probably because they probably don't sell the Mosky Rat anymore. It was like 12 quid or something, like a wee mini pedal. And I ran the two of them together, and I put a loop into it and then made them both sound the same, and they sounded the same, totally. But, so I used to be Mosky Rat for ages, then when I put an LED in the Rat so I knew it was on, and I modded the back socket so it took a normal Boss adapter, because they normally come in a stupid headphone thing. And I noticed it doesn't sound the same when you play through it. It might sound the same when you've already done something pre-recorded, but it was there was quite a big difference between the two. The same thing, the last thing I did was the Joyo US Dream versus the £10 Temu US Dream, and there was, like, although you could see how they were both the same sort of pedal, that it was just like it was complete night and day. The other one was just better in everything, but you could see why they were a similar sort of flavour kind of thing. Well, yes, it is a cheeseburger, but, you know what I mean? It's a McDonald's one rather than a nice one. Actually, I plugged them in to make sure they were on, to try and set the level so they were both similar, even though I've not actually played more than just a note to see if it's on the real Rat. And I really wasn't liking it, but there's a switch on the wee brown one, which is a Rat, vintage Rat, normal, turbo and solo. Normal, turbo and solo. So normal is what the original one would be. The turbo one is a much more heavy metal, much more type pedal, and the solo, I can't even remember what it does. Not as good as the normal sound. It doesn't actually say rat pedal in anywhere. It's like solo.r, and it's just called a vintage overdrive, is it? Vintage distance. Single coils. I do love the Rat pedal. The thing that maybe doesn't work so well with the Rat pedal is the Rat pedal, you used to have a really good sounding amp first, and then you put the Rat pedal into it. So if you've got like a big enough speaker and a nice sounding clean amp that likes a Rat pedal, sounds amazing. When they are much more, I think they're sort of 90s rather than anything else, so they're kind of not really my era of sounds. I'm using it to play Black Sabbath. Both pickups. Single coil on the neck, hear the buzz. It does have a very... Right, I remember doing a video before of just like trying about 5 different types of guitar through the Rat pedal, because they all kind of sound the same. Sort of. It definitely adds the same thing, but the guitar does make a difference. Atomic Humbucker. Right, so what happens when I go? What sound I use normally? Probably more normally the bridge pickup in this guitar. No, maybe position 2 I use, which is a single coil, 2 single coils. Kind of like the bridge though with the Rat. That's no pedal on, and then so that's a £1.82 Rat pedal. This is, I don't know how much it cost. It's a 90s reissue big box Rat. I don't know, 100 and something quid. Obviously, I can't really be faulting the Temu pedal for maybe the knobs not being exactly the same position, if you know what I mean. I've just normally run that Rat at 12 o'clock all the way across, and then sometimes depending on which guitar you kind of tweak the filter sort of between 1 o'clock and 11 o'clock. But that, the different pot values and all that doesn't make a different circuit. It just means that instead of having the volume at, you know, half, you have it at a quarter, and it's the same thing. So that's where I've turned the distortion down a bit, because I was just thinking, the Temu's a bit more distorted. Try turning the distortion down. Yeah, okay, so the wee Temu pedal, in, well, conclusion, it's not as good. It's very close and it's awesome for a couple of quid, but if you've got the actual Rat pedal, it's just a little bit like, it's kind of like taking the cushion away from the speaker kind of thing. It just does a little bit more in it, I think. I mean, this could be right down to the fact it's maybe got better jack sockets on it and stuff like that, you know what I mean? But I mean, they're ridiculously close. There's no point in, I'm not going to argue with one of them. You would notice, I'm sitting here playing my favourite guitar through my favourite amp in my house that I play all the time. So I'm total reference. If you give me a different guitar and put it in a different room with different amp and all that, then I'm not going to be able to tell the difference between the two pedals, I don't think. Just love the way, especially, is that what, well, there you go. I was just looking to see which pedal it was I was playing there, so that's how much they're different. But I do love the way this guitar can go from the just with that pickup, just the two pickups. Choose either one. It's like a pure dark, and then it's a pure. It's biting and bludgeoning. Put it in the middle, you get both. Does have a slightly different EQ. Well, I suppose, but what I was going to do is I was going to wee shoot out to see whether the wee dolamo fuzz replaces the extra rat pedal, because I should really use my rat. I've had it forever, so I want all my videos run just to keep them the same. Is there any point in having 2 rats though? Like maybe have one set a bit lower. I'm pretty sure I've messed about with the other settings on the dolamo one, and it's like I like normal rat, not turbo rat or solo rat. But let's have a look at that. So that's normal rat, solo rat. That's a maybe actually. Yeah, I maybe need to sit down with that pedal and to actually work out what some of the other settings do. I've basically got 3, there's only 3 knobs, but they're all interactive on a normal rat, and that's got 3 slightly different circuits. I'm thinking that solo rat one, which I've just turned on there just by clicking it, and that's it, not touched any of the knobs, does seem to cut through quite well, doesn't it? Wondering about going for the old, is one of them just louder? Up here, what's this switch do? Basically, if all that switch does is give you an extra couple of decibels of volume, that sounds better because louder is better. Turbo rat. Biting. Solo. Normal. Yeah. Yeah, so basically the conclusion is I need to do another video on it, but definitely that when I think the £1.82 I did have to jump through some hoops and stuff and download an app and do some messing about, but I think they're only about 10-12 quid for that ratty pedal. If you fancy a shot, I wonder if I'll like a rat pedal, bang, get one of them, and it's 99% the same pedal, so it's actually an extra 2 circuits in it, so in many ways it's better. I do have sentimental attachment to the original one. I do like the way it's massive and it's just the rat. Sometimes simpler is better. Yeah, so what I've been listening to the last couple of days ended up is I bought myself one of these for my birthday. This is a Nintendo Switch, and didn't get any games with it, but you can download it, and so I've had that song going in my head a lot, but it's pretty cool. It's like the original F-Zero, the one from the Super Nintendo, apart from the graphics are a wee bit better, but they're kind of the same. But there's 100 cars on the track instead of 4, and they're all controlled by other people all over the world. Great fun. So yeah, so it's kind of I'm quite liking it because it's in D sharp, so I'm wearing out different frets. But I've already been it's like just going through my head constantly, and I'm messed about myself. that. Couldn't get that bit. Yeah, I think I might keep it on as a solo boost. Yeah, so play along cards are all the sharps. D sharp, or C, E flat, C sharp, G sharp, A sharp. Quite good, just not getting stuck in the same thing, although it's a good fun to jam along with other different stuff. I'm going to try and play along with some bagpipe music next, I think. Just keep going back to the only bit I actually know as a tune is that bit. The rest of it, you just have to kind of make it up. Yeah, so that was fun. Rock on, and basically, yeah, just buy one of those Dolamo rat pedals. Although, the other pedal I've got there, the red, the pie fuzz, just sitting there, like, I've got a big muff next to it, and it's got a pie symbol on it as well. Is it meant to be the same thing? I should maybe do a shoot out of the two of them. I'm still waiting for a fuse to come from my bass amp so I can get back in stereo and all that and get a proper backing track. I'm going to have a look at... There must be a better drum thing for me. Something a bit... I don't know, that wee Moore drummer, I mean, it sounds great, but something just 10% more complicated, maybe a bit bigger with, like, it's a mini pair of tiny wee knobs on it, maybe just something a bit... I don't really know. Something not pure super complicated. I don't want to be programming it. I just want... It basically doesn't have disco in it. I want the dance thing, the boof, boof, boof. I just want that. with a hi-hat. Rock on!